Well, good morning, everyone, and the community. I was just reminded now, as we talked before I started recording, of the power of community and the wonder of believing and trusting in the healing powers of plants. And far west of Zambia, there, Barbara is producing tea tree oil, 12 years in the making. And today we're going to be focusing on healing, but healing of our bodies, which for me is 72 years in the making. And as my body has aged, so it does come with its challenges. And I remember early days of yoga training when we would do things for a really long time, and it actually nearly felt like just a willpower thing. I'm going to get through this. But now the times have changed and our bodies are aging. And it's a time of being kind, gentle, and being sensitive to what our bodies are truly telling us and needing from us. So it's a slow process. There's no fast way to awareness. We can have a huge awareness, but it won't come with wisdom if it comes too fast. And so today's class, we're going to work with our body, coming into the aches, the pains, hearing what they might be telling us, listening to them, but not completely being drawn away by them. So we're going to spend time observing our bodies, but in movements that hopefully your body will find comfortable to sit with. So welcome. So let's get started. Coming into an easy pose or a comfortable position you can sit with. It's my body and my particularly my leg are healing. It's still needing quite a lot of support from me, holding yourself the way you need to be supported. Your back straight, your bottom on the ground or on the chair with your feet flat on the floor. Feeling the strength of the back, that part which we can never see. We've never seen our back, but we hold it firm, knowing that there are many wise people who've gone before us and now stand behind us, supporting us. And feeling now into the front, softening the front, feeling into your heartbeat, coming home to the sacred body that we've been given as a vessel to live on earth with. Relaxing your shoulders. Breathing more deeply. As we chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times, feeling that huge vibration of the Om, we belong. We persevere, we walk this path. Some of our paths are short and others are long. What we all know is we stub our toes on the paths, we're hurt on the paths, we experience extreme emotion. But we keep going, particularly when we hold community. Just imagining that community, 12 years in the making of the tea tree oil in Zambia. and the local people dabbing it and using it as a ritual to celebrate this work that was a collective work. So is our body. Our body is a collective work that works together in some miraculous way as its own universe, connected to Mother Earth. Bring your hands into prayer posture, feeling the warmth between our palms, the love in our hearts, which is so often masked by fear or emotion. Sensing the heartbeat of love. Breathing in deeply and out. And then to begin. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om vibration to connect. Planet Earth, the solar system, beyond the planets, to the mystery of this universe. And we're going to begin by standing up. So it's a set called Releasing and Relaxing Fear from Our Bodies. So as we do it, we're going to this first few exercises are really good warm-ups. So just moving your feet up and down, just moving your body a bit, just letting your body settle into itself. It's nearly jumping down onto the earth. For as long as we are inhabiting this earth in this human form, we've been given this temple. So feeling it grounded. Now feeling it stretching up as you stretch back. And then stretching forward on the out breath, just flopping down, feeling the stretch. Bending your knees, coming back up, feeling through your whole body, through your torso, up into a miracle bend back, looping your thumbs behind, bending back as far as you can on the in-breath. Feeling wherever it's felt pain, but don't let it be controlling, but just notice it. And slowly drop down vertebrae by vertebrae. One more. Just flopping down on the out breath. Bending knees, coming up into that miracle bend. Slowly, intentionally, stretching up. Belonging, we belong both to the heights of the universe. And then slowly coming down because we belong also to the earth. To recognize the paradox that we are all things and yet we are nothing. We are a speck of dust. Moving now from foot to foot, just holding balance on one foot and then to the other. Feeling the weight of your body And now coming down to start the set, holding our hands behind our knees. And we're going to do cat and cow. We've done this a few times before. So we're going to stretch up, feeling the stretch. So be in no hurry. Investigate the spine, the neck, the glands that are being under pressure in the neck. And then on the out breath, coming down into an angry cat. Feel it in your shoulders, again in your neck, in your thyroid. Notice we are all great physicians in our own right when we just observe our bodies. Feeling the spine as it moves, that lower back, often a point of pain as we get older, of weakness. Feeling your tailbone, feel into every part of the movement of the body. And the shoulders. Eyes looking up to the brow point. Lids gently fluttered closed. Go into your own body. It's a unique body. We've got our own thumbprint, completely unique. And yet we are one. Life is all forever a paradox. Letting go of the formulae we thought could save us, but formulae are always formed in the brain, in the mind, in the thought. Letting go towards the paradox of the miracle of living fully embodied on earth and yet fully alive in the spirit. Notice your feet, how they're grounded. Slowly you can increase the movement. Notice your knees, are they locked? Or are they soft? Are they hurting? And discern the difference between a good sense of, yes, our pain body feels pain, but when and how to get yourself out of it. Using your breath, bring your thoughts now to your breath. Now bring your thoughts to your skin. Is it clammy? Is it wet? Is it cold? Sweaty? Bring your mind to how the glands and the organs are working in these movements. Right down from the pituitary, down to the thalamus, thyroid, the huge neck movement we're doing, which is affecting our whole body and the fluids that are going through them, the hormones. Last few seconds. Let it be a meditation in itself, a coming home to the miracle of our own bodies. And slowly come up, stretch out, rub your lower back, feel the stretch. And wherever there's discomfort or pain, bring it comfort. Let your hands go to it and let that pain know that you're there for it. Our hands hold hugely healing properties. It's like comforting a child. Just let them know that you're there supporting with. Go to the second exercise now, which is really a Sufi grind, but still standing. So we're going to move, and again, notice the movement as we go in circular movements around, breathing in on one side. Notice how very often we numb ourselves out to the minor sensations. And it's just the loud ones that often hold pain that grab our attention. Notice where there's any tension, say in your shoulders. Notice how you're working one side against gravity, coming up, round, and then letting gravity pull you down. Making the circle a bit bigger if you can. Now notice how your feet are supporting you and how your toes are holding balance for you. Must be very hard to have your toes amputated because they hold so much of the fine balance for us. Soles of the feet. Holding in ancient Chinese medicine, of course, the whole technology of wellness through the feet and reflexology, sensing now into those feet. Bring attention now to your breath. Let your breath support you. Nice, long, deep breath in on the up and out as you go down. Now your neck. Notice how your neck is moving. Very often I wake up with quite a stiff neck, a bit of a headache. Maybe the frantic dreams I have. Notice how this movement is massaging the neck. Change directions. Now bring your mind to your thoughts. What thoughts are you entertaining? Don't push them away, just let them be. One of the things I like about Kundalini Yoga is we often do postures for a long enough time that we can observe. And by just observing, we let go of the thinking brain where we think, what's coming next? What do I have to do? And we come back into our bodies and the movement that's happening. Last few seconds. And release the posture. Release the lower back by lifting each knee up. Moving from side to side, letting the feet be pummeled on the ground. We're now going down to the ground, so we're not going to have our feet on the floor. Think of Thich Nhat Hanh with mindfulness. It's very much part of their main focus is to walk, slow walking, being grounded and sensing into the feet. And coming down to sitting. Again, find a comfortable way to sit so that your hips are supported. Just stay a moment scooching into this posture. Bring your hands up as if we're holding a steering wheel. We're going to move to the left on the in-breath and to the right on the out-breath. We're now turning the spine in another direction, working a lot in the set on spinal energy. And flexibility of the spine. Keeping the forearms parallel to the ground. Closing your eyes, just gently closed, and go inward into how the movement is working now in the center of the body. Working the adrenal glands, working the kidneys, the liver, the spleen, and the stomach. It's a time when I would grab, and I think this is often the case, of all the new sparkling sets that were available. It was mirrored in other things, always looking for the new. But in this set, we are looking for the new and the old, in that which we already have, this body. You might feel a bit of strain now in your shoulders and your upper arms. Just notice what's happening in your body. Notice your hands as they're gripping. So there's tension there. Holding on to the steering wheel. Last 30 seconds. To speed it up or slow it down, experiment. See how your body feels the difference. And drop the shoulders, release the muscles, and hold them. Wherever there is a bit of tension, this is quite hard on the arm. And before we go into the next exercise, let's just lie down on our backs and let those first 3 exercises be absorbed into the body. Feeling your back on the ground. Your breath. Maybe a big sigh. And then let the breath go and let it just be. Notice your fingers, they were very tensed up. Now as they unfurl, pay attention to them. And wherever you're feeling either some release or some pain, bring your arms, your hands, now to release that tension to that place. I feel it in the brow, allowing your being sensitive, like a apothecary, intuiting what your body really needs. Pressure, just gentle pressure on those points that are needing a little bit more tender care. Doing a bit of a cat stretch, twisting one knee over the other, keeping both shoulders on the ground, looking to the opposite side, releasing the lower back and the shoulders, coming back and doing the same with the other. Giving yourself a hug, again curling the spine up. And rocking yourself back up into sitting. The next exercise is opening and closing hands. So we've held our hands quite tense. We're now going to be holding them up at a 30-degree angle from each side, and just opening and closing our hands, using your breath to power you. So coordinate it with your breath as if you're playing castanets. It becomes a bit like a breath of fire as you hit your down onto your palms. Shoulders down. Your arms as straight as you can. Not going to do this for long, another 30 seconds. And release the posture. Feel the letdown. Think the breast, the breastfeeding mother with that letdown of the milk, the release, the flow of energy that's working through our bodies. Living here on planet Earth with all its polarities, its challenges, its pains and sufferings, but being and seeing something bigger, so we don't get caught. We're not totally caught in the karma of this cause and effect. Be holding a presence so that others too can feel safe in our presence. We're going to continue now with arms, and we're going to be holding fists again and then bringing them back out on the in-breath and out. Actually pushing your hands out, I think, on the in-breath and then bringing them to fists on the out. In, out. Remain an observer of your body as it starts tiring. Let your breath carry you. Take a break. Notice how we're nearly hitting down onto the sides of our body. Very good for we're working the glands under the arms. The lungs. And release down. Notice how your body is. Huge work our body does for us in keeping us as safe as we can be. Back down. into the safety of our bodies, where we've had trauma, especially childhood and bodily trauma. It's very hard to trust our bodies. It's often the root of eating disorders, where we punish our bodies because our bodies have already been punished. Coming home now to nurturing our bodies as sacred temples that are beautiful. And bring your hands out in front again. We're just going to make big circles. Try to drop your shoulders so your shoulders are not carrying the weight. It's more the whole body is carrying it from under the arms. Letting go of the tension of the neck. Those nice big circles and change directions. Honoring these so many joints and ligaments, bones, intricately placed in our hands to give us movement. Place where arthritis often settles in our hands and wrists and fingers. It's loosening those crystals. And dropping down again. Just let the hands rest. Placing them upwards on your knees. Notice the heat, the warmth in them, the energy that can be used so creatively and lovingly. First to ourselves, then to others. To nature. My plants missed me when I was gone for a month. I go around the house now, my indoor plants. A few died, others got sick. And I go around being kind, giving them some attention. For we live symbiotically. The huge intelligence of nature. And it was my hands that was doing the work on the plants. Feeling the soil and seeing to their needs. Now we're going to come to a bit of a strenuous exercise, standing up. I can't do it, but I'll show you what you do. It's squat, so it's holding our hands on our shoulders and squatting right down. I can't do it anymore, so what I do is I've got a wall behind me and I will just come down that far. So come down as far as you can into a squat. You might do it holding actually something in front of you. That's also a good way of doing it. Keeping your back as straight as you can, working the whole thigh muscles. We produce a lot of our blood, our bone marrow in this area. Our body is supported by those glutes that we're working, our knee joints. And release the posture. And come back down to sitting. So we've worked through the body, and now we're going to release any tension that's built up by doing a Sitali breath, which is a very calming, soothing breath. I have to catch my breath a bit. So we're breathing in through our tongue. Curl tongue if you can curl your tongue, if not just through the mouth, with the tongue stuck out. And then out through the nose. Bring your tongue in. Mine feels a bit metallic, a bit dry. Really interesting to set the senses and the throat and the mouth and the tongue. What is it doing for us in that breath that's creating that metallic-y feel of releasing something? And then the very last exercise is going to be, which is going to be a free movement. And I'm going to put some music on. And I want you to enjoy your body, however it is. Move freely with your hands. You can stand.
We have to get out of our minds. Our thinking minds. I'll tell you how I do it. Using a mantra or phrase. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness.
with this loving awareness of our own bodies, how they move through this world with loving awareness, bringing healing first to ourselves and then to others, to the earth, to the plants, to the suffering world that we're living in. And let's close with 3 sounds. Breathe in to begin. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. May we go in peace to love and to serve in this world, Satnam.